Give a warm hand to Essen and let's start with the first Science Slam of today.
Okay, guys, so the topic of my talk today is love letter to my wife. Honey, I shrunk the fax. Anybody knows what fax is? Fax is basically a blood testing device that all the doctors are using, and whenever you go to a doctor, they're using this device. They take the blood out of you and they use this fax device. So basically it's a very expensive device, cost about $500,000. And I was trying to shrink that, right? So it's FACS, not the other word, right? So it's fluorescence activated cell sorter, right? So I'm trying to shrink that. I did my PhD in US at Penn State University, and over there I developed this fax device. So, next slide. So I have a small word of warning for you guys. All characters and events in this presentation are based on real people and real events. All celebrity voices are impersonated poorly. The following presentation may contain coarse language, and due to its content, should not be viewed by anyone. Right? So some of you can move out if you like, but please stay. Anyways, so, actually something that happened to me last year on 1st May 2015. Any guesses? I just have 9.5 minutes left, I'll tell you. So I got married. It's a Labor Day, I got married, and unfortunately, or let's say fortunately, on the same day I received an email from a journal reviewer that I had to respond to the publication I had submitted earlier. So I had to convince my wife that we had to delay the honeymoon for about 2 weeks. Everything was set up, she was all set to leave tomorrow, and I had to try to convince her. I thought it was very easy, so I went to her, I said, honey, you know, we have to delay the honeymoon for 2 weeks. She says, what? What the 2 are you talking about? And I had to then convince her what work I'm doing and why is it so important for everyone, or let's say the whole community. Next. Before I go any further, right, I got it. Before I go any further, let's start with a very known phrase from Shakespeare: laughing at your own mistakes can lengthen your life. But you know what Shakespeare's wife had to say? She had to say, laughing at your wife's mistakes can shorten your life. So it's not that easy. You cannot laugh. There's no laughing. So trying to convince her, I was trying to tell her that, look, this cell sorter or this blood analysis device, it cost about $500,000, and not everybody has the money, or poor people cannot afford it. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it shrink, and the figure at the bottom is what I developed. It's a shrunken size of this big conventional fax, and it cost about roughly 1,000 euros, let's say. So because this is microfluidics, you are from TUD, I believe very intelligent people. So everything is happening in microfluidics, so we are playing with low Reynolds number, right? Keep in mind. So I'll start with a fun example of microfluidics. She asked, what is microfluidics? Tell me first about microfluidics. So I started with a fun example of microfluidics. You remember this very famous kick from Roberto Carlos? He kicked, and as the ball swung, it went to the goal post. The figure on the right, please. So, and what I do, I was in Augsburg as well before my PhD, for my master's, and there I used to use surface acoustic waves to manipulate the particle, trying to replicate what Roberto Carlos did. But unfortunately, my wife didn't like football. So, next slide, please. Okay, so I was trying to again convince her that people in the villages, they have to go through all different steps, and let's say 10 years ago we did too, that all these steps can now be eliminated. I give you an example of just a sugar testing device. Earlier, 10 years back, you had to go to the doctor and get information with these big machines about your sugar level. But now, with just 10 euros device, you can sit in the comfortable sofa of your house and know what your blood sugar level is and maintain your daily healthy activities. So we are trying to remove all these steps, and this big fax machine, we are trying to bring it to everyone in the society as well. I have 2 units of these with me, which I will also share with you. Let me do it right now. But keep in mind that since this is microfluidics, please pass it on. And don't take it, give it back afterwards. Sorry. So keep in mind that everything is happening again at low Reynolds number, right? So also for very small babies, young babies, before birth and even after birth, they have very less blood, and sometimes even less as 83 ml of blood. And you cannot take out 10 ml of blood, they will instantaneously die. So I was trying to convince my wife that, look, it will be very good for, let's say, our baby in the future if we have this device in the market. So coming to the maths, right? So I showed her this very complicated device. It is a device which has 4 inlets, S, V, H1, and H2, right? And I told her that the cells are injected in the inlet S, and they move around the curve, and they undergo centrifugal forces. And she's not from science, she's from computer science. So she says, what is this centrifugal force? I don't remember from high school physics. And then I took her to the Maryland, yeah. And I told her, when you move around the curve in a car and you do drifting, the centrifugal force would push you towards the outer edge of the wall or outer edge of the car. So this is what drifting is. And because, again, this is microfluidics, everything is happening at low Reynolds number. Okay, so as I just showed, this was the device, big view of the device. And once we focus the cells in the center, we try to sort them out. This is important because cancer cells in the blood have to be sorted out, because then they can be used by the pharmaceutical companies to discover new drugs and a lot more things, right? So we have frequencies that are used to shift the cells from one place to another inside the microfluidic channel. The figure at the bottom is an example of it. So basically, I'm changing, let's say, the music, right? With one frequency, they're moving in one outlet. And as I change the frequency, the cells, these are cancer cells, they start to move towards the different outlet, right? So this was the music. And everything is happening at low Reynolds number. So please play this. This is Maya animation that I specially made for her overnight, and was trying to convince her that, look, the cells go around the curve, and as they move, they pass through the laser light, and the signals are everywhere, which are collected by signal detectors, photomultiplier tubes, and these are then in turn used to analyze the health of the cells. Okay, so in summary, basically, I'm trying to change the world. I'm trying to make the size of the flow cytometer or this cell sorter not only small, but I'm trying to make it affordable to the general public. But in return, I want to get something which is priceless, which is just a smile. The broken teeth. Okay, so I've been talking a lot about Reynolds number, and of course she was convinced. She said, Honey, you're doing a great job. Okay, we delay the honeymoon for 2 weeks. Carry on, submit your paper, we'll come back. But one last thing, just tell me what the heck is this Reynolds number that you're talking about? Okay, I had no clue how to explain it. I said, Honey, look, this streamlines, when the fluid flows in streamlines, its Reynolds number is low, and she doesn't understand. Then I got an idea. I explained to her that when the nail polish is flowing like this, it's high Reynolds number. If it doesn't flow, it's low Reynolds number. Still not convinced. Then I had one more example. If the nose is running like this, it's high Reynolds number. Please play the video. And when it doesn't flow, the streamlines are parallel to each other. It's high Reynolds number. Everything went pretty fine. We went to the honeymoon. My paper got accepted. I also got, luckily, an award on it. And we went to Murray, which is a beautiful hillside place. And the honeymoon was wonderful. This is the hotel where we spent our time. Thank you very much.